My name is Samara Gusty, and this is Group Two's video interview. Our case scenario is about a woman who is being domestically abused by her boyfriend John. She confides in her friend, and then her friend refers her to our social work clinician. The client is being played by Berlene DeRocher, and our social work clinician is being played by Edward Binford. As you watch this video, think about the concepts that we have learned in class, as Mr. Binford will be displaying them. We hope you enjoy.
Good afternoon, Ms. DeRozier. My name is Edward Benford, and I'll be your clinician for this afternoon. Would you prefer to be referred to as Ms. DeRozier or Berlene?
Berlin is fine.
Okay. Berlene, I'm joined here with my colleague and associate, Samara, and she's just going to be taking notes of the session here this afternoon. It is my duty to inform you that any information we discuss here today is confidential, with the exception of any information pertaining to you hurting yourself, you hurting someone else, or someone else hurting you. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So tell me, how was your day?
Well, my day is going pretty good so far. I woke up pretty early, dropped the kids to school. The weather's pretty nice, so I'm feeling good today.
You mentioned that you dropped your kids off to school. How many children do you have?
Oh, I have two daughters, Olivia and Sophia. Olivia's 10 and Sophia's 12.
I bet they're a handful at that age.
Oh, definitely. But we get by. We get by.
That's good. And so tell me more about yourself.
Well, I'm 35 years old. I work at Lowe's. Um, actually, I was recommended to come to counseling by a friend, so that is why I'm here.
Okay. And so I see that you took your friend's recommendation. What made you to follow through and decide to get counseling?
Well, I guess you can say that I am in a bit of I'm in a sticky situation. Um, I have this boyfriend. We actually started dating in high school. So it's been a journey. It's been a journey.
Okay. And so you mentioned that you have a boyfriend. You two are actually high school sweethearts. Um, you mentioned that you're on a journey, though. Do you care to explain how's that relationship going?
Um, he at times he drinks too much alcohol. Um, so he can get a bit violent, you know. Nothing I can't handle, I guess, so
Okay. And so you mentioned that your boyfriend sometimes he drinks too much alcohol, he can get a little violent. What does that look like?
um
Take your time. Take your time.
um you know um he pushes me at times, um punches me,
Mm,
he throws things across the room, um sometimes at me. So you know yeah.
mm, wow. It doesn't sound like you're very happy about those things.
um no, no.
Hmm. And so, what are your thoughts being in this relationship?
um we've been together for a very long time. We have two daughters together. Um, I I guess it's just really hard to see someone, you know, just go on a path of, destruction, and
Mhm.
I'm
Take
sorry.
your time.
I told myself I wasn't gonna cry.
Mm,
My kids, it's hard to explain to them why, their father does what he does, and I can't sleep. I can't eat,
mm,
and I'm scared to come home. I want to stay. I want to leave. I don't. I just don't know what to do.
mm. Berlin, this sounds like this is something that's really troubling you. You can't sleep at night. You're scared to come home. You don't know what to tell your children when they ask you questions about your relationship with your boyfriend. It sounds like you're very confused as to whether or not you should stay in this relationship. In preparation for our next session, I just like to ask that you just journal some pros and some cons in terms of being in this relationship. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Berlin, before we conclude our session this afternoon, I'd just like to commend you on seeking counseling. I'm sure that there are many women who are going through what you're going through and they haven't taken that first step. And so I just want to affirm you for taking that first step. I know it's not easy, but I just want to commend you for doing that.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for your time this afternoon, and I look forward to seeing you next week.